everyone, welcome back. So we are still with our series of discussions about models of communication. For this time, we will discuss about Aristotle model of communication. Who is Aristotle? Aristotle was born on 384 and he died on 322 BC. He is a Greek philosopher and writer. He was born in Stagira, northern Greece. He studied physics, mathematics, logic, and a lot more. So, for his model of communication, it is the first model of communication which was proposed before 300 BC. So his model of communication is most widely accepted models of communication. Now the focus of this model of communication is the speaker. Therefore, it is a speaker-centered model. So when are we going to use this Aristotle model of communication? There are only two ways. First one, when you do the public speaking. And the second one, when you create a propaganda. When I say propaganda, that means you are spreading information or ideas. For the disadvantage of this model of communication, there is no feedback. There is no concept of noise or barrier. And at the same time, it is only used for public speaking. Now, for the components of the model of Aristotle, there are only four elements. We have the speaker, the speech, the audience, and the effect. It's so easy to identify these components of model of Aristotle. For the speaker, of course, he is the center of the communication process. And that speaker has a speech. So basically, it's about persuading something or someone or influencing someone for that information he is about to give. And for the audience, of course, the listener during his speech. And the effect, it could be positive or negative. It depends upon the influence of the speaker to the audience. So we have here an example scenario. And after reading this example, we will use this Aristotle model of communication. So for instance, we have the speaker, and that is the politician, and he is giving a speech to get the votes from the civilians. So the civilians at the time of election. Now the civilians will only vote if they were influenced by the things the politician says in his speech. So the content must be impressive to influence the mass, and the speaker must design the message very carefully. So that is the example scenario. This time we will use Aristotle model of communication. For the speaker, that is of course the politician. For the speech, so of course he must prepare a speech to get the votes from the civilians. The audience are the civilians at the time of election. And for the effect, if that speaker has a very influential speech, then the effect could be like voting that politician. It's very easy to use this model of communication. So that ends the lesson for this time. I hope to see you around in my next video. Goodbye!